Hello, this is part two of how to animate two hockey sticks passing a puck back and forth in Blender. In part one, I showed the steps on how to create a hockey stick like this. I have now switched from the Layout tab into the Animation tab. That gives us this other window so we can tell where the camera is. And I have moved the camera, so position the camera. I find it's useful to look at it from the top view, and you could move the camera around until it's positioned and move the stick around and until you have a view of what you want to capture. So with the Animation tab, you have a window here of what the camera sees. Position the camera. You may want to rotate the camera and move it and move your objects around so that you can see what you want to see. So there's a hockey stick from the last tutorial, and then I added a sphere for the puck. I gave it some color, and I added a plane for the ice, and you can scale that as big as you want. And then the steps now are going to be to animate it. First step though is I notice if I rotate my hockey stick, it rotates like this, and that's not what I want. That's not the natural rotation for a hockey stick. So what I want it to do is rotate more around a point like where the hands would be. So say around here would look more natural. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use this cursor tool, select that region, and then under Object there is Set Origin, and I want to set the origin to the 3D cursor. There's a few other options you could pick here, but this time I want to set origin to 3D cursor. That's the cursor that I just set. So now when I rotate it, it should rotate around that point, and that looks more natural. Okay, at this point I will duplicate this hockey stick. So I will right-click, duplicate object, and put another one over here. And I'm going to look at it from the top view. And down in the bottom, I notice my timeline. I set the end time to 200. You could pick a different time. So I'm going to have the puck go back and forth in these 200 frames. And I'm going to select the puck. Select the puck. And at frame 0 on the timeline, with my mouse inside the main window, I'm going to press I, set a keyframe for location and rotation. Then on frame 200, moving the timeline over here, mouse above the puck again, I'm pressing I, location, rotation, so that it's going to loop smoothly, and it's going to be the same position at the end. On frame 20, I also want it to be in the same spot. I want the puck to stay still for a little while I swing my stick. And then on frame 100, I'm going to move the puck over to the second stick. And I'm going to insert a keyframe, location, rotation there. So press I. At frame 120, I'm going to move it back so it's touching the stick, so it stays there for a little while that stick swings. And I'm going to press I, location, rotation as well. So now if I hit play, the puck goes back and forth, and it stays for a little while at each side. Okay, What I want to do now is the sticks. So I will select, maybe I'll look at it this way for the sticks. And the rotation is going to be the key thing here. So with this stick selected on frame 1, I want to set a keyframe. So press I, location rotation. I want it to loop smoothly, so on frame 200 I'm going to do the same thing. Insert location rotation. It's basically going to swing back and come back to here. So maybe at frame 50, it's going to, at frame 40, it's going to end up back here again. So I'm going to say I location rotation on frame 40. Between frame 0 and 40, actually between frames, it starts moving at 20. So at frame 10 is where, and I could change it down here to 10. I'm going to rotate the stick and set a keyframe there. So I location rotation, and then at frame 30 I'm going to rotate it so it's like this, forward a bit, and I location rotation. So now it's, if I hit play on that one, it hits the puck and goes back to where it was. Okay, so that stick is working properly, and I could repeat the steps for the other stick to get the animation that we want. I'll link a video to the first part. Also, I'll link a video to how to render as a video file, how to render an animation as a video file. Thanks for watching.